What's up, guys? War here. Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm bringing you an insane build, and let me tell you, Lightning Spear is here to stay. And first and foremost, I got to give a huge shout out to Vindiction, I believe his name is. Big credit to him. This build is absolutely insane. I have to share this with you guys because the more people that we share this with, the more people can enjoy Path of Exile 2 and just enjoy playing Lightning Spear if you guys are enjoying it. So this is Lightning Spear, and we are detonating the screen. Okay, we are detonating the screen. We're going to throw everything in here and absolutely blow everything up. The build is so much fun. I was so happy to switch to this and just be able to just blow everything up, man. It is really great. Now, I do got to mention before we get into the details of this build that you really need a lot of attack speed, okay? A lot of attack speed. Detonate absolutely everything. I'm only level 51, so you definitely need to get as much attack speed as you humanly possible or humanly can. But as you can see, this is what the build is. If we can get in here and kind of get a big pack, detonate! Just get everything, man. The build is so much fun. So let's go over the build and exactly what we're playing and what's going on so you guys can kind of understand. We are playing Lightning Spear. Okay, before we get into the skills, I'm going to talk about gear first because this is probably... we'll go ahead and bring up skills because this is where things are going to get a little bit complicated and a little bit confusing when you're first coming into this build. So first and foremost, the build is Lightning Spear. We throw the Lightning Spears and we're going to deal a crap ton of damage. Now, the biggest thing with Lightning Spear right now is using Volt. Volt is what's giving us these charges. Whenever we get to 30 charges, we throw the spear, and that's what causes multiple spears to happen when you're like throwing the Lightning Spear. So when you build this up, how you build this up is literally just moving around. It's very quick, as you guys can see. Like if I throw and then I do Thunderous Leap, I rack up a bunch. It's super easy to get to 30. Okay. Now you do not have to get to 30 to get the maximum. You could just, you know, spam it and throw it if you need to. But Volt is what's causing us to chain up multiple Lightning Spears, and it expands into multiple Lightning Spears, so it just detonates the entire screen. Okay, so Volt is the most important thing here on Lightning Spear. Okay, also in addition, Lightning Spear, when we do consume frenzy charges, we split into 3, so that splits, and then with Volt it splits even more, so it just makes this huge chain effect which detonates the screen. Now the next thing is Combat Frenzy. So Combat Frenzy with this is how we're going to get our charges. Okay, we got Combat Frenzy with Profusion, so we got a chance to gain additional charges. Now, this is where 3 dragons, which is probably the most important piece in this build besides your weapon, comes in. The build does not require 3 dragons whatsoever. However, if you do not have the 3 dragons mask, you cannot generate charges, and you cannot use them freely, right? Like you have to press another button to be able to freeze an enemy, right? Because this is what's allowing us to hit the freeze with Herald. So lightning damage from hits contributes to freeze buildup instead of shock chance. And then that's what's helping us with our freeze, so we can detonate absolutely everything, okay? So 3 dragons in combination with Frenzy allows us to build that up with Herald of Ice, which helps us with Lightning Spear to cause the explosions. Okay, so that's what we have on Lightning Spear. We got that with Long Shot, and then Ice Bite for just even more damage when we freeze, which I think is fine. Then we have Storm Lance with concentrated effect in Primal. Storm Lance is going to be our ability when we're fighting like bosses or something. We throw these in here along with Explosive Spear, and then we just throw our Lightning Spears and just do a bunch of damage. On Explosive Spear, we got Overabundance as well as Expedite, so it detonates faster. Then movement skill, we got Thunderous Leap, Momentum with Innervate. I don't even know why I have Innervate on here. It doesn't even need to be on here. But you really just need Momentum. I do have Disengage here. I do really like this skill. It's still really, really good to just bounce back. So disengage with ingenuity, which is fantastic. You could maybe even run that, but or you can't run those two, I guess. Then we got Barrage still with Premonition. So you can still rock Barrage and just throw multiple lightning spears and just do a crap ton more damage. I pretty much only use this for bosses or maybe an elite, like a rare, where I'm having a little bit of trouble fighting it, maybe depending on the mods that it has. And then, of course, we got Combat Frenzy with Profusion, and then Herald of Ice with Magnified Effect. So again, like, this build is gonna detonate everything. You see that my stacks get racked up here. So then I throw and it just explodes everything, and you see it bounce around. You can get to 30 really quick and see it hit all these monsters here, detonate, and it goes all over the place. Now, you do not have to move around to get 30. You can throw this again before hitting 30. You don't have to have that. It's just 30 is going to give you the biggest boom out of everything. So that's what I would use it on. Now, we do got a checkpoint here. I want to kind of just fight the boss for you guys to just show you. But so this is kind of close to a one-button build to some degree. But I actually missed him. So here we go. We got a rare here. So if I throw explosive shot, and you can see that it actually does, like, I do really good damage against the elites. So I'm not too scared of those. Now, this is a highly, highly crit build. You do need a lot of crit for this build. It really does help out. Let's go ahead and go into the passive tree for you guys. We are rocking the Amazon. Our first two ascendancy points, because we're only level 50, we're taking the predatory instinct for the reveal weakness and more damage. Then we're also taking the critical strike, chance to hit with attacks can exceed 100%, and we gain more, right? When we get our third ascendancy, this build is going to go even crazier, and we're going to be taking penetrate. So attacks have the added physical damage equal to 25% of your weapon accuracy. Now, with the passive tree, we're just going to come down to Primal Instinct into Stalk and Leap. Then we're going to come down. We want Precision Salvo as well as Primal Sundering. Escape Velocity. We're going to grab Catalyst. Of course, we're still grabbing Maiming Strike. A lot of this is going to be similar to the builds that we did in the past, guys. This is an update build for you. Then, of course, we still have Acceleration for the skill speed or attack speed. We are taking Falcon Dive because accuracy is so important on Huntress. I truly believe that you just need a high amount of attack speed to really make almost any build that the Huntress has feel good. Then down here, we're taking literally every single node. Javelin, Rolling Strike, Precise Point, Accuracy, Focus Thrust, everything in here for the Huntress because it's all the damage with the spear stuff, right? So very, very strong there. Then we're going to come up and we have our attack or our crit nodes. So with Heart Throbbing, Struck Through, as well as Heart Breaking. Now, where I'm going at in the future, we are going to come over here and grab Falcon Technique. So we will be coming up through here with Enhanced Reflexes, more dex, right? More attack speed, more dex, and more attack speed here because we want as much as possible. And then we're going to grab the Cooked Crit node after that. So those are my initial plans from where I am. All those points into here should get me through the rest of the campaign. I am in Act 2 Cruel. So this is where we should get it. Then we'll come up and grab a Jeweled Socket, and then we'll move on from there. We'll probably come down and get some more projectile damage or more elemental damage. I do really like the proj stuff over here, which is really good, and in the addition of Cat-like Agility for even more evasion. Because our evasion is 48% right now. We definitely want to get that much, much higher. As far as jewels that we're going to want in here, you want elemental damage or basically attack damage, or not attack damage, projectile damage or increased attack speed, things like that. That will help the build out. Any one of those are good. I don't have any really good jewels. I just have this one, so that's the one that's going to have to work for now. As far as gear, guys, besides the 3 dragons, the weapon is the next important thing. Try to get a weapon that's similar to what I have now. So attack speed, accuracy, fizz damage, dexterity, stuff like that is great in this. You could even do elemental damage, something like that would be really good. Now, as far as the rune, you could do, instead of fizz damage, you could do even more accuracy if you wanted to. That's perfectly fine. Then, of course, 3 dragons. And then everything else, guys, is pretty much just add damage, accuracy, stats, or resistances to try to cap those out. As best you can. Attack speed definitely on the gloves, definitely get that. And that's pretty much it, guys. That makes the build absolutely slap. This thing is great. It's so easy to get that with the movement skills here, right? Like, you can just get it and you just destroy absolutely everything. I mean, we've done Rake with the bleed. We've done the tornado build, which the tornado build, guys, just for reference in this video, is still very, very strong. You guys can use it. I was using that until I was able to get this build going. So it just absolutely nukes everything. You just nuke. Everything dies. Super easy. Now, what I will mention is that the 3 dragons does cost a lot. They're going for about 10 exalts right now, or more, 15 exalts, somewhere in between there. So just keep that in mind when you're trying to put this build together. So don't completely abandon whatever you're playing at the moment. I would definitely just keep farming until you got enough of your currency in order to get one, because I have a feeling that the more that this build kind of gets around, the more that a little elite here, the more that the 3 dragons is going to cost, and we don't want the market to get absolutely like out of control. So yeah, but this build is fantastic, guys. I want to go fight the boss for you just to kind of show you how well it does against the boss, if I can find it. But even against these blues, like, we just like blow everything up, and I'm not even using any of my other skills, you know. You can definitely, oh, that's a dead end. You can definitely move around. Like I said, we just want to make sure we rack that up. We use our charges for free. Everything just dies. It's fantastic. Oh, detonate. Boom. Easy peasy. Destroy everything. Ooh, and we just leveled up. Fantastic. We got all of our nudes down here, so we're definitely coming here for more evasion. And yeah, guys, I've been having so much fun. I'm cruising through Cruel right now. We're in Act 2. Like I said, we're trying to blast through Act 3 as soon as possible. But here we go. We got a boss fight, so I do want to showcase this. Now, for boss rotation, the damage isn't going to be as insane because we're not going to be able to get the freeze procs. But the damage is going to be very, very good. So basically, when we're fighting the boss, how this is going to work is we want to throw down, obviously, our Storm Lance, and then we want to throw down our Explosive Spears, and then we're just going to launch these in. You can use Barrage as you need to on cooldown, but we're basically going to be spamming these 3 in order to kill our the boss here. So we come in here. Yep, I'm going to help you. Insane. And then you can just throw this stuff. It's just literally repeating the 3. Oh. So like the damage is fine when you're fighting the boss. I try to just use these 2 until I need to use my until I get the 30 stacks. Now, this isn't like breathtaking. I still think a very well optimized tornado build is fine. But I think as we continue to level up, it'll be perfect. And again, you can see we just killed the boss. No problem. All you're doing is just rotating between these 3. Super easy. And you just destroy everything. It's fantastic. But yeah, guys, again, big shout out to Vindiction, man. This build is insane. So like the video. A link will be down in the description below for the planner and everything that you guys need. So if you guys have questions, feel free to ask me. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. And as always, stay gaming. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.